Hi, what's up you guys, Darren here, and happy 2023 to all of you. So I happen to be reviewing some of my content and brainstorming for better valued content creation for the channel, and I realized that I made a mistake in one of the videos. It was something that I overlooked, and I'm now here to inform all of you about it and why it was so easy for me to have been blindsided by it. I like to also add that all contents that are created in this channel came from my personal experiences, investing strategies that my clients and I use personally, and research through various medias before being recorded and released. So for those of you who have watched the video and took my advice, I apologize for it, and I have a way how you can correct that. So this was a video titled Restructure Your Cash Flow, released on the 17th of October. I'll put it up here for your easy reference. A quick recap of what was covered. It was at the time because of the rising interest rate, right? In the past, the strategy that was to keep as much of a CPF and use more cash for your down payment and monthly installment. Those were the days when your interest mortgage rates were about 1 to 1.5% and your CPF was generating 2.5% in your ordinary account. In October last year, the rates were hitting 3.75 to 3.85%. At that time, homeowners were concerned about the impending increase in their monthly mortgage, and to give you an idea, let us use the present rates for example. The difference in a mortgage between a 4.3% and a 1% for a 25-year loan tenure is about $168 a month per $100,000 of loan, which translates to an increase of $1,680 a month for an outstanding loan of $1 million. So you can appreciate these homeowners' concerns. They were very valid. Here begs the question, if they had $300,000 in their CPF account, should they use it to reduce the loan? This is how it looks like. So this is a strategy of the past. Those were the days where interest rate is at 1% and your ordinary account you have 2.5%, right? And we thought that even though we had monies in our CPF, OA, we will still take on a higher loan so we are able to capitalize on the difference of the two interest rate, right? And then making us a gain of 1.5%. But this is today's interest rate. It's at 4.3% and our ordinary account is only giving us 2.5%. And when we look at it at the surface, we will be thinking that if we keep our monies in our CPF and pay off 4.3% of the mortgage loan, we actually lose 1.8. And therefore, we should use our OA account to pay off the loan so that we save 1.8%. And so this is an example. I'm going to throw in the numbers of 300K. So you have OA of $300,000, your outstanding loan at $300,000, 4.3% and 2.5%, right? So the interest on this loan is at $12,766. And if you would have otherwise kept your CPF in your OA, you would have generated $7,500. And so the thinking is that by using our CPF monies to pay off the loan, there is this perceived savings of the difference, of 5,266, right? So the advice today, in fact, most people and salesperson will be saying, yes, please use up all your CPF to save on the interest, correct? So this is just a quick summary, right? This is what it looks like. The difference of 4.3%, 2.5%, you pay it off, you save 1.8%, okay? So up to this point, we have always been looking at how much we thought we saved. So when I look at it a bit more, I think we might have seen it and looked at it wrongly. It should have been how much we lose and are we able to reduce these losses. So by using your CPF to pay off your loan, you have an immediate loss of 7,500, right? And this is amount that you have to ultimately pay off in your CPF, isn't it? But if you would have kept your CPF monies in your account and you have generated you 7,500, you will have in fact reduced this loss from 7.5 to 5,266 in fact, which effectively means that you have reduced your loss by $2,234. Does this make sense to you? So if I were to summarize it, what this means is that if you were to use your OA 300K to pay off your loan, you have lost 7,500. But if you have otherwise kept your CPF monies in your ordinary account, it generated you 7,500, and hence in total your loss has been brought down to 5,266, which is the difference of 2,234. Does it make sense to you? Therefore, for now, if cash flow was not an issue for you, keeping and holding on to your CPF is a better strategy and a better option. And the only time that you want to use your CPF monies if this loss is the same as 7,500 or above. And the only way that can happen is where interest rate is above 15,000 a year, right? And when that will only happen when interest rate hits 5.1% and above. Okay, so let me know whether this makes sense to you, or you think I'm looking at a wrong angle, right? It took us a while to understand this, and I hope it is clear for all of you. So for those of you who have already used your CPF, all right, the only thing to reverse right now is to use more cash again if cash flow wasn't an issue for you, and to repay back that CPF what you have used back to your OA account. Okay, that's all I have to tell you today. Take care and speak to all of you soon.